9 o'clock Lage, Dean Mashborn, and Todd Jordan. I'm doing it so I'll remember it forever and ever. Thank you. Thank y'all for being here. Next, we have pages. We have Adair Colaminero, sponsored by Representative Dr. Graham Campbell. Amir Johnson, sponsored by Representative Deb Butler. Thomas Morrow, sponsored by Representative Laura Budd. Catherine Pollard, sponsored by Speaker Dustin Hall. And Georgia Strickland, sponsored by Representative Allison Dahl. Thank you for helping us out today, Pages. First, we will take up House Bill 416. Senate Bill 416. And we have Representative Sheetselt is going to be here to present that bill. There is an amendment, not substantive to your bill, but we can take that up first. I think Representative Butler is going to send forth an amendment. Representative Butler, you're recognized to send forth your amendment.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. You'll recall as we wound our way through this session, there was a bill that took some of the resources and funding out of the IOLTA accounts, the lawyers' accounts, interest on lawyers' trust accounts. And this amendment would simply hit the pause button on that process for a period of 1 year.
Thank you. Now, will you sign the original amendment and return it to staff? All right, you've heard the amendment. Are there questions, concerns from the committee? Seeing none, question before the committee is the passage of the amendment sent forth by Representative Butler. Those in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it will be so amended, enrolled into the new PCS. All right, Representative Sheetselt, you're recognized to speak on the bill.
Is that the same bill? 416, 488 on
Oh, well, we got the same amendment for it, both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, got the same amendment. For
Okay.
both.
All right. Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you to the members of the committee for your consideration today. I mean, this is language that should be fairly familiar to everybody. I believe we considered something similar during the budget amendment process. But basically, I'll just kind of go through the background a little bit. In the 1950s, the United States Supreme Court decided the case NAACP v. Alabama, where you had the state of Alabama trying to, I believe it was dissolve the NAACP. And as part of that process, part of that lawsuit, what they did was they sought membership lists to ensure that they could figure out as much about this organization as they could. And the court ordered that those lists be presented. The Supreme Court said, no, this violates the right of association. This violates people's right. It chills people's ability to assemble and to associate for the purpose of pushing policy changes and And those cases were decided, I think, on grounds where the court was saying, look, if you look at the situations in which this is being applied, this is not the kind of situation where the government needs to be collecting this information regarding donors on these private informations. This is going to have a chilling impact on the First Amendment. And so what this bill attempts to do is I think it kind of sets the parameters there rather than rely on a vague court test. This bill sort of sets the parameters in which the government can seek this information, but ultimately provides a baseline of protection for these organizations, for their members, for their donors, so that we don't chill First Amendment speech, we don't chill First Amendment protected activity. And so with that, I'm happy to stand for any questions.
Thank you. Questions or comments from the committee? Representative Butler.
Just a quick question for the sponsor. I think this is a good bill. You know, honestly, it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if I believe that we should be able to donate and associate with whatever organization we see fit, we should be able to do that in a private way. But I am also impressed, and this is my question, is that these records would still be available with respect to warrant, with respect to other judicial proceedings and so forth, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the exemption subsection there.
Okay, thank you.
Further questions, further comments? Representative Charles Smith, you look a little curious. You have a question? Okay, all right. Seeing no questions, no comments, the question before the body is the passage of Senate Bill 416 as amended. You make the motion. Go ahead.
We want to do the amendment now? Is that?
We've done the amendment on this one, didn't we?
I-
We did the amendment.
Okay, I thought, oh.
We got the amendment. The other amendment's on the other bill.
Okay, good. So
All right.
I would like to move for a favorable report to House Bill.
Senate Bill.
Senate Bill 416 as amended and
Rolled into a new
rolled
PCS.
into a new PCS with a referral to rules.
Correct.
All right.
Very good. And the ability for
And
staff.
the ability to make technical corrections as necessary.
Okay, thank you. You've heard the amendment. You've heard the motion. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it will be so reported. You will have the bill and rules, right? The only other thing, the thing the amendment did, and we could probably can get you a copy of it, was just put the IOLTA on pause for, so this one is going into the same bill. 488 is going into the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Members, I'm going to turn the chair over for a bit to Representative Green as we take up a PCS on Senate Bill 488.
All right, members will now be on Senate Bill 488, which is a PCS, and without,
Not a PCS.
it's not a
Not a
PCS.
PCS yet.
Okay, not a PCS yet. So,
Okay.
all right, I'll recognize Representative Stevens to present the bill.
Thank you. Members, I move to amend the bill and turn it into a basically new PCS. We will take away all of the, I think Representative Butler's going to present that, aren't you? You want to present the amendment?
Yes, thank you. So you guys will recall that we passed a bill earlier out of this committee related to placement of children with non-relatives. And what this amendment would do would be to focus on the juvenile's best interest, which is the gold standard of placement. Also, it would require findings of fact and also with consideration to the juvenile's community of residence. So again, this amendment would do what we hope is in the best interest of a child. And then it also, again, and for reasons that are technical and unknown to me, we are restating that IOLTA pause I referenced in the former bill, and I will leave that to staff to decide where it's best placed, but that's what the amendment would do.
Okay. And it does just a little bit more.
Please share.
The first thing it does is take out the whole first section.
I'm sorry, yes, and takes out the first
Takes out
section
the
of
entire bill as it stands. before,
concerning
so it
about
places it.
the children born out of wedlock.
That's in another bill now. Is that clear as mud for staff? Okay. So,
All right, so are there any questions or debate on the amendment? We are on the amendment. Any other questions? Anybody here to speak on the amendment? No. If not, I'll entertain a motion on the amendment. Representative Purtle, you're recognized.
Motion to amend.
All right.
you move for a favorable.
We have a favorable motion for the amendment. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No.
All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and so the amendment is passed. And so now,
The bill is amended.
now the bill is amended, and that is before the body. And do you wish to make any additional comments about it?
No more, nothing more.
I can do that. All right, Representative Purtle, you're recognized.
Make a motion to amend to approve a favorable report for the bill as amended, unfavorable to original referral to rules. How's that?
New PCS, technical amendments.
Exactly.
There we go. So we have that amendment, we have that motion. I'm not going to attempt to repeat it if anybody doesn't mind. But if anybody doesn't understand the motion, the motion will go back over it again. If not, all in favor of the motion for a favorable report on this bill, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the bill passes, the PCS.
Thank you, Representative Green. Any questions or comments from the committee? Anybody's got some curiosity about anything? If not, seeing no further business, we are adjourned.